Good morning, NGPX watchers. We hope you had a nice showcase there. Plenty of interesting and fun announcements. Some people might know us, but if you don't, we are here at INTI CREATES headquarters in beautiful Chiba, Japan. It might be morning or evening where you are, but it is smack dab 1 a.m. here. So you might excuse us if we're a little loopy out here, but we're gonna have a fun stream for y'all.
Burn the midnight oil.
Burn the midnight oil. So let's introduce ourselves. I am Andrew Singleton, producer here at INTI CREATES, and with me is a fine gentleman.
My name is Matt Papa, formerly of this here amazing company, INTI CREATES, where I did some producer stuff, localization stuff, right alongside this cool cat.
That's right.
For many moons.
many years. A INTI CREATES veteran, former, and maybe not quite entirely former employee, but you know, we have a special relationship for sure.
I just can't get enough of these guys. What can I say? They're a special group. But yeah, no, I'm Matt. I was here for 7.5 years. I now over with the cool kids over at Limited Run Games.
Yeah.
I guys, if you're watching.
Limited Run.
But yeah, but it's my pleasure and honor to join the cool kids at INTI CREATES once again. And I mean, I was sitting here for the first two NGPXs. Why not be here for the third one?
Yeah,
right?
my first one, but you're a veteran.
You gotta keep the tradition alive.
A veteran of the NGPX stream. But, don't want to keep anybody waiting. We're here to talk about a very special game that we have not necessarily announced here, but we have definitely given a lot more of a detailed look than we have so far.
Give the GV community some good food to eat tonight.
Yes, we are eating, we are feasting, friends.
Yes.
We're going to talk about Azure Striker Gunvolt 3. That's number 3, Gunvolt 3. Now, if you don't know about the Gunvolt series, the Gunvolt series started in, what was it, 2014? 2014 on the 3DS. A download-only title back then, but you know, it's been around the block a few times now.
Yeah, to put it lightly.
Yeah, right. We have Gunvolt 1 was 2014, Gunvolt 2 was 2016.
Yes, sir.
Introducing our friend Copen, who has gone on to star in his own series now. Luminous Adventure.
Copen's a busy boy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so we've got both of our heroes. 2D action platformers, you might have seen the trailer during the showcase, but we're going to show you a lot more of the gameplay here in a minute, so I don't want to...
The very first time.
Yeah, we have quite a bit more to show.
Yeah, I mean, like, first time live gameplay of Gunvolt 3 ever exhibited right here.
Yeah.
New Game Plus Expo. I mean, it's the perfect place for it. I mean, we INTI CREATES has announced so much cool stuff at NGPX over the years.
Right.
And like, I don't know, it just feels like a perfect fit to give these fine folks that primo taste of GB3 right here and now.
Yeah, and to start it off with, we actually have a extended version of the trailer you just watched for the showcase. We're gonna roll it here in a second, so please take a look.
Dozo.
こんにちは、稲船圭司です。とうとうですね、ガンボルトギブス、完成に近づいてきました。アクションがですね、気持ちよくってかっこいいアクションに仕上がってるんで、ぜひみんなに早く見てほしいなということで、ビデオの方用意してます。ご覧ください。どうぞ。
Fates are sealed as paradigms shift and a new era unfolds. In the near future, a new form of human, adepts, awakened to powers known as Septimas. A federation of adepts named Eden vied for supremacy, but Gunvolt ended their ambitions. However, after countless battles, Gunvolt himself evolved to a new power beyond Septimas. Sumeragi's hidden counterpart, Shadow Yakumo, caught wind of this next-level power and was forced to act.
92式乱れやしゃくらき
Kirin. Trained as Shadow Yakumo's battle priestess, Kirin is the world's only wielder of radiant fetters, allowing her to seal other septimal powers. Kirin battles foes up close with her sword and by throwing talismans imbued with her power. After sticking a talisman to an enemy, Kirin can use her powerful Arc Chain ability, instantly warping to her foe and striking them down in a single stroke. Gunvolt alias GV. The world's most powerful adept has been sealed behind 1,000 sacred swords. The young man once known as the Azure Striker dashes into battle at Kirin's side. Azure Striker and Radiant Fetters combine to create a new powerful ability called Image Pulse. Lumen. A young lady from Gunvolt's past returns as an illusion made physical. Should you fall in battle, her song can awaken the power within Gunvolt. Kirin and Gunvolt clash with the rampaging adepts who emerge before them. Will the two strikers make it through the chaotic night to see the dawn of hope? Azure Striker Gunvolt 3. Coming July 28th, 2022. What lies beyond the path toward hope? INTI Creates.
All right, how did you like that one?
There it is.
Quite a bit more in there. We got a bit longer, more leisurely look at the game.
Yeah, like, you know, there's a lot more tasty morsels in there compared to what they saw during the showcase.
For sure, for sure.
More food for you Gunvolt kids. That's how we do.
Yeah. Even got to see action supervisor and executive producer Keiji Inafune there.
Yes.
With the intro.
Been with the series from day one.
That's right.
Day one, Inafune-san has been lending his extensive knowledge of 2D action games to the process.
Yes. I gotta say, knocked it out of the park this time.
Yeah, for sure.
Something.
For sure. Absolutely.
But yeah, as you start, like, let's talk a little bit about Gunvolt 3. So the story, if anybody is new to the series, you've got a near-future dystopian cyberpunk universe where a certain amount of people have awakened to superpowers known as Septimas. Those people known as adepts, and you know, as things tend to go, there've been a few conflicts in the past.
Just a few.
Between the adepts and the non-adepts. People with superpowers, people with not superpowers. You know how that sort of thing goes. And Gunvolt has always been on the front lines of the battle as a rebel, you know, terrorist, whatever you want to call him.
With a cause.
Yeah, exactly. You know, a noble terrorist, fighting the fighting the good fight, right? Yeah, you know.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You know, depends which side you're on.
Right, exactly.
That's all that matters.
Exactly.
But now Gunvolt has kind of gotten a little too powerful, as it were. A next level power he's woken up to there, and Kirin is there from the Shadow Yakumo organization, who oversees the Sumeragi group, who's always been a kind of a looming presence here. Giant corporation controlling the country.
I think any Gunvolt players would recognize that name.
Sure. Right. That's a big one. They're definitely going to show up a lot in this one as well. So look forward to that. But that Kirin is being our new star, as it were. You know, there we go. Kirin. She's a sword wielder.
She's a bona fide badass.
Yeah.
She is.
Like, I just can't wait to show her off. It's so much fun. Yeah, she's got her sword, and her special Septima is the Radiant Fetters. It can seal other powers, including other Septimas themselves, which makes her perfect for, you know, taking down someone who's got a next level power.
Yeah, if you're dealing with adept threats, she's the gal you want on speed dial to, you know, to put that situation on ice.
Yeah, how useful is that? That's super useful, you know. For sure. But yeah, that sword is just amazing. She's got when, you know, as you see in the trailer, she teams up with Gunvolt, and she gets access to the arc chain ability, which you saw her flashing across the screen.
It's so satisfying.
Going to be key to her gameplay there. So, of course, she's not alone, because we've also got Gunvolt right at her side.
Where's that boy? Where's that boy? There he is.
Now, Gunvolt is, you know, pretty much there with Kirin right behind her, but he's kind of has a little bit of an issue. So you can summon him. You kind of play as him temporarily at times.
Right.
You charge up the meter and you play as him, and he is just super powerful.
He is dummy powerful.
He is
stupid powerful, crazy powerful.
Like you know, all those battles, you know, that next level power is not something to be to be trifled with. See, he's become a primal dragon. I'll just let that one sit out there. A primal dragon. Yeah, that's all I can say about that.
That's all you get for now. We'll see
yeah,
you
pretty
guys
much.
well tonight, but
we're definitely debating on how much we want to say about that one.
We
That's
gotta
it.
keep some stuff in the cupboard for later.
Yeah. And as you also saw in the trailer, Gunvolt's longtime companion Lumen makes a curious return. Fans might be wondering what's going on there.
I know y'all missed her. It's been a while since we've seen Lumen around.
Of course, but yeah, she's still there. Question mark. But yeah, as you saw in the trailer, if you were listening carefully, she's illusion given physical form, which is it's definitely an interesting concept that's going to come up a lot in the game. But
yes,
she's still there providing her wonderful vocals to songs in the game. As fans might know, there's lots of vocal tracks that Gunvolt is known for. That if you perform well enough, you get to hear her voice as this in the stage background.
Yes, Megu Sakuragawa doing what she does best. As the voice of Lumen, serenading you with that good stuff.
Yeah, but you got to be pretty good to get there, and as we're going to show, because I think that's time to.
We can talk about GB3 all we want.
We can talk about this. I could go on all day about this. I have to be very careful though.
Yeah, right.
There's some people in that other room who
might be a little upset.
I gotta be very careful what I say.
You give a little too much.
But we're going to be able to show you quite a bit, actually.
Is it time?
I think it's just about time. I think people are here to see the Gunvolt 3 gameplay.
So can we, I love to say, switch it over to the
Switch it over, yeah, we're switching to the Switch.
I love saying, I miss saying that.
Right. So here we go. This is Kieran right here. You can see she's kind of unassuming, compared to like a Gunvolt might be. She's got a dash. She's got a dash and a jump. That's about it. But she has her special talismans that she throws in addition to her sword. Those are your two main attacks with Kieran here. You jump, you slash, you press the R button to slash. You can throw these talismans. The talismans are kind of interesting. They don't do any damage on their own, and you can also slash projectiles you see with their sword and keep those out of the way.
So would you say that for seasoned GB players, if you played Gunvolt before, do the talismans kind of feel more like Gunvolt's darts did from the older, like that's kind of her way of connecting with the enemies, like Gunvolt did with his darts, or like Kopen maybe does with his dash, that sort of thing?
Yeah, I would say it's somewhere in between. So Gunvolt, his gameplay revolves around tagging enemies and then shocking them, right? So Kieran is somewhat similar, so she tags enemies with the talismans, but she still has to kind of get in there. Try to be a little fancy. No, pitfalls don't kill you. But yeah, so those talismans actually, they don't deal damage right away. What happens is that they'll accumulate damage, which you can then deal the next time you hit them with a sword. Of course, these little fodder enemies are not going to exactly show that off, but you notice that guy on top didn't die from the one sword splash, but the one I had tagged did. But here's the real meat and potatoes, is the arc chain. So once you have an enemy tagged like this with the talisman, it doesn't actually go away either. It'll stay there forever. You press the A button, and you warp to him and you slice him. And
that is good. I mean, that's basically bread and butter gameplay, right?
Yeah, that's what you're going to really want to do. And she's like, for someone who doesn't have an air dash or an air jump, she's actually very airborne.
Yeah, because I mean, you can cover once you tag it with the talisman and then you use the arc chain, you can cover a lot of. As you just saw, you can cover a lot of distance.
Yeah, in like the tutorial, it said something about like having to be close to the enemy to do that, but I'm not sure. That might be still something that's needs a little bit of work, or if that's just
development.
That could be subject to change, but look at that! You just teleport right through them. It's so much fun. Like, it's so flashy and like,
because because one of the satisfying things about like gameplay in the Gunvolt games is working out ways to chain, as you just did right there, chain those attacks together, either by as GB, like, tagging multiple enemies at once and zapping them, or as Copen, like, bouncing from, like, one enemy to the next, and to the next, and to the next. And from what I've seen so far, it really sounds like Keenan has the ability to really kind of do her own, she has her own way of making that super fluid, super badass and stylish attack patterns.
Oh yeah. It's I've not had a whole bunch of time with this, but seeing people in the office like just chain entire stage in the air,
that work on this game, it's insane.
It looks incredible, like the
nuts.
level of gameplay you can achieve there.
Yeah, this is, like, we're showing y'all, like, we're gonna take our time, show you the ins and outs.
Yeah.
In a seasoned veteran's hands, I mean, it gets ridiculous.
Right. No, it's like there's a high level of gameplay available here, I think.
I mean, even just since I was last in the office, and just seeing just seeing them do what they do then, I can only imagine what they're doing now.
Right.
I can only imagine how ridiculous it gets.
Yeah, and so it's even actually pretty useful for like platforming here, because you can see it's actually invincible when you go through. You can go through those mines just like that, as long as you have them tagged. Yeah. So there's platforming challenges involved there as well.
Good.
Yeah, probably another thing people are very curious to see though. Like if you might notice, Kieran has a little dog companion, and this part looks it's kind of tricky. All these mines here in the way. What if we switch over to our dog friend? He actually is Gunvolt. We have.
Are you saying that dog that looked just like Gunvolt is Gunvolt?
It's crazy, right?
Wow, my goodness.
Yeah, and he is a little powered up, or a little very powered up, as you might see. He's like a little bit out of control, power level wise here. He can double jump forever. He can air dash like forever. He's extremely powerful. He's even got a powered up dash. You can dash through enemies and if they're locked on, it deals damage. If they're not locked on,
it's so
you get a lock on.
Ripping right through these dudes like they're nothing.
Yeah, right? You think that's satisfying? Well, check out this.
That's the best. That is just...
It's a little out of control.
Chef's kiss for days. The GB pile driver suplex, whatever it was.
Yeah.
It's so fast I didn't even catch if it was a pile driver or a suplex, but it's freaking awesome, whichever one it is.
Yeah, I got a little ahead of myself. You have to tag enemies with your dart gun to get your flash field discharge on them. But he actually has like a regular flash field to block projectiles as long as you're not firing your electricity.
Yeah, so that's pretty much always there as long as you're not attacking, right? That little circle around it.
Right, yeah. It goes away when you're attacking, so you'll take a little bit of risk. But also, he doesn't have a health bar.
He does not.
I don't know if you noticed, I think I got hit, but he doesn't have a health bar. He does not. This man's right here is invincible. He's got pre-evasion all the time, no matter what. But you'll notice, like, this super powerful guy here, what's the downside? Well, it's that. You only have him for a temporary amount of time. You see the bar underneath Kieran's health bar is actually the Fetter's bar, her Radiant Fetter's ability. That determines how much you can use Gunvolt. You need to charge it up to 100 to actually switch to him. And then once you're playing as him, it starts to slowly go down, but as you do those powerful abilities, it'll drain it even faster. So it's kind of, he's like a reward for playing well. You'll earn more as you use Kieran's sword abilities. It'll go up. That one was out of.
You can't just coast through the stage with OP Gunvolt.
Yeah, that might, And also, players of the series will know there's a bit of a score element involved. You have the kudos up there.
Yeah, I mean that's a core element to every game in the Gunvolt series.
Right. So if you're aiming for a score, you might notice that Gunvolt kind of is low scoring, as it were. Like he has a bit of a challenge getting a score, so you're going to want to focus on Kieran and her, specifically her like aerial combos if you want to get a high score. So that it's kind of there for players who need a little bit of help or just want to blow stuff up for a little bit. But it's always nice to have it in your back pocket, have that Gunvolt there if you're having some trouble.
You know, we introduced Keenan last year, and you know, but just seeing how far her gameplay has come along, and just like seeing that there be a bona fide melee character in the Gunvolt series for the first time,
and it's so satisfying.
It's like it's something real special about it.
Like the attacks are so quick, and like I just feel so good. One thing I do want to point out about again, awesome. Like, so the talismans, the more you stick to the enemies, you know, the more damage you'll do. You notice there was a little bit of a gray part of the health bar. That shows how much you'll do when you cash in the talismans by getting a sword attack there. I've lost a few from using her Brigadian, but you can just recharge those.
Yeah, so you can recharge her talismans, just like you could, you know, like that's one way to do it.
No. I want to put off.
That is certainly
that does a little damage when you switch over there. Well, I'll show off a little bit more. But yeah, there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it this time, and I think, you know, a lot of these elements have combined to make something really, really fun.
Yeah, and I mean, like, and this is just like, you're just scratching the surface of the gameplay. I mean,
oh yeah,
like,
oh for sure. There's a little bit more that's not quite in the demo here that I'll talk about when we're finished. But we'll give you a little bit more of a taste. But we're just about done here. Show off a little bit of a boss fight.
He's ready.
Yeah. The Gunvolt, we have a little thing. You shoot those darts up and diagonal.
So there's an important question, Andrew. This guy's asking if they can pet Gunvolt.
Can you pet Gunvolt?
I mean, you could try. He might be a big grump face. I mean, Gunvolt's kind of a big softie, but he's got that kind of grump. He might grump a bit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He'll probably let you. Got them Lumen tunes going.
Yeah.
I love Lumen's new design. It's so good.
Well, I think that's about all we've got to show you here.
I mean, there's a lot more of this fight to see.
There's a lot more. Yeah. I don't want to give too much away. Just one more thing I want to show. I think a little bit. Yeah. Kore dake. So cool.
God, look how cool that is. Look how
cool.
And that, good friends, is all you're gonna get.
Yeah, that's it.
What did you think of
the
very first taste of Gunvolt 3 gameplay? I mean, my God, GVs, they're so cool. Like, geez, it's nuts how freaking cool they are.
That's it really is. It's like
this team just cranks out the good stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just exhilarating.
It is.
Exhilarating. Take my breath away.
Like, what did y'all think? What did y'all think? Like, I've seen some familiar faces, at least in this year Twitch chat. So I'm really excited. It seems I hope the GV faithful are happy.
Yeah, I hope GV fans are happy, and I hope we a few other people maybe pique their interest.
Yeah, like, I mean, the Gunvolt series, you know, this will be, it's Gunvolt 3.
Gunvolt 3.
But if you count the total Gunvolt series, this is the 5th game.
5th game. In 8 years?
Yeah.
8 years?
Yeah.
8 years of Gunvolt?
Yeah, Gunvolt 1 and 2, which, you know, in addition, you know, they originally came out on 3DS, but, you know, they're out on Switch and PlayStation and Steam.
Right.
And then you have the Luminous Avenger game starring Copen.
Yeah.
And now this. Here we are.
For sure. Yeah, like, I know people have been really waiting for this one. Yeah, it's been a big gap since 2.
Yeah, 6 years.
Definitely. Like, you can just see how much how much is just
oh my
evolved.
goodness, like
how much there is there, how much love and care was put into
look
that.
at Gunvolt 1 on 3DS and then look at this and you can really see
Yeah, Gunvolt 1 is no slouch.
how much this game has grown.
Yeah, for sure.
Then. It's crazy.
Yeah, and just like just that smooth gameplay. It's just so, you know,
buttery smooth. It's like butter.
Really is.
I love it.
There were just a couple more little things we didn't get to show off there that we wanted to talk about. The first of which, mentioned the trailer, was the image pulse.
Yes,
system.
we saw a familiar face pop up.
Yeah,
some of you GV1 heads may have recognized him.
Right. So right there we've got Kieran, what appears to be summoning one of the bosses from the trailer, which is exactly
we saw that fiery boy in the trailer.
Yeah. You might get to know him eventually.
Maybe.
But maybe. Maybe if you buy the game. But yeah, you have these items, collectibles, pickups, earnables. I don't know what they're.
Collect to pick up earnables.
Illusions given physical form, as it were. They're equipable items. There's passive ones that boost your stats or make you do more damage, give you certain abilities, bonuses, whatever. But you have these ones that are really cool. That are summons, essentially. You summon bosses from the game, maybe some other characters as you might have seen in the trailer, and there's over 150 of them you can collect throughout the game.
Lot.
It's a lot.
That's by far the most sort of like collectible type thing that the Gunvolt games have ever had.
Yeah, and it's a really
by
cool
a country mile.
Yeah, because there's just there's a lot of fan service involved in it as well, so it's really fun.
Putting it lightly when he says that.
Yeah, for sure.
Putting it lightly, let me tell you.
Definitely. Yeah, so that's going to be a big system in Gunvolt 3 that I think people are going to be pretty happy about.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm looking forward to playing around with those.
No question about it.
And of course, returning is the Story Mode Plus.
Yes.
Which unfortunately we didn't get to show off in the in our gameplay section here because we didn't want to spoil anything because they basically taught
a little tiny taste.
Yeah,
right
we'll give you a taste, and you saw a little bit in the trailer as well. But yes, basically there's dialogue between the characters that plays out over the missions. So it doesn't interrupt your gameplay at all, but adds a ton of flavor and a ton of just context.
Yeah, and it was something, it was a quintessential piece. I think is what really makes, the mainline Gunvolt series, one of the things that really makes it unique.
Yeah.
Is it was a staple gameplay element of those first two games. And it's so nice to be able to finally bring it back again because it really does. It adds so much more. Because if you're somebody who really appreciates these characters and wants to learn as much as you can about these characters and this world, that's not something you normally can really get that much of in a 2D side-scrolling action game, right?
It's really atypical for these sorts of games.
It really is. So it adds so much more than you would normally get, but then just by playing through the stages.
For sure.
And I think it's one of the coolest features of the mainline GB games.
Yeah, there's a lot of dialogue in store for you. Bants, as it were.
As we've been working hard on.
Yes. Tell you, there's a lot of text. It's a lot of text.
We've been working hard on.
For sure. But yeah, that's I don't know, I think I would love to talk more about Gunvolt 3. I think I can sit here and talk about it, but I think they get mad at me for spilling all the beans.
A lot of beans still left in the can, though.
But hopefully, maybe if we have a few questions in the chat people might answer. If people want to ask, we could see what we can answer if anyone's curious about it.
Yeah, give them a few minutes. But Andrew, when is Gunvolt 3 coming out? Just in case they somehow missed it sometime.
Well, let's see. I believe that's July 28th, 2022. I heard some handsome-voiced man tell me that earlier today.
The one and only Mr. Maxwell Powell.
Oh, yeah.
The one and only, the GOAT.
Yes.
The GOAT of trailers. My boy, I love Max.
Star of many INTI trailers.
I love Max, he's such a good dude.
Yes, that's right. July 28th, 2022, coming to the Nintendo Switch as a digital title for $29.99 US.
But Andrew, I have another very important question. I know we're going to ask the chat's going to ask a question.
Everyone's asking.
I have an important question too. Is there going to be a physical release for this game?
Is there going to be a physical release? Maybe I should be asking you.
Me?
Matt Papa, formerly of INTI CREATES, currently with Limited Run Games. Is there going to be a physical release of Azure Striker Gunvolt 3 for the Nintendo Switch?
Well, I've heard, I know I'm still pretty new there, but I've I've heard rumblings that Limited Run likes to make physical versions of video games.
I heard that is what they do.
It was the word on the street. But, you know,
Smoke on the street. Yes.
And it is my absolute pleasure to confirm with y'all today that Gunvolt 3 will be getting a physical release through my new home of Limited Run Games.
Yes.
That is happening. It is coming. The details soon to follow as the days progress, as we get closer and closer to the release date. We will get you guys all of those fine details, but we're cooking up something pretty sweet.
Yeah,
and I think you're going to be pretty pleased with it.
We're
That's
very
all
excited,
I can tell you.
Yes. We love to work with Limited Run Games.
Yes.
We're excited to have them
I'm
on board with this.
GV's in my blood. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to take good care of this game. Trust me.
For sure.
So, yeah, it's in good hands.
Oh yes.
We're gonna do the needful.
Yeah. So I know people were already asking for it. Like the moment the trailer.
Yeah,
was
I was
public.
cruising Twitter before, as you do.
Well, we didn't want to keep you waiting. Did not want to keep you waiting this time.
I wonder how many times Doug and the company Twitter got tagged by you guys.
Yeah, it seemed like
I
it.
definitely saw a couple.
For sure. But yeah, so yeah, we got digital coming, we got physical coming, July 28th. Gunvolt 3, the wait was finally over.
It feels good. It feels good to finally get it out in the open and just
Yeah, right.
like we have our goal set, we have the finish line, and we can just go towards it. And that's what makes release date announcement so exciting, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's not just like a big like, oh, what's it gonna do? You have a discernible goal now.
Yeah.
And we can all just get freaking hyped for it.
For sure. And we'll have plenty more to talk about in the coming days.
Yes.
We'll have like pre-orders open at some point.
Yeah, like I said,
you know,
the
all the good
Gunvolt
stuff.
Gunvolt faithful's eating good tonight.
Yeah.
But we still have more food in the cupboard for them.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
For sure. And yeah, so that's unfortunately about all we have to talk about for GV3.
But I've heard that a Gunvolt series game, released relatively recently.
Yeah, that's
and
that's not the only Gunvolt
has been
we've
getting
got.
some love in the form of DLC recently.
That's right. As you might have seen in the showcase, for a brief bit, a little teaser. We recently had a release in the Gunvolt franchise, the greater Gunvolt universe. January of this year, we had Gunvolt Chronicles, Luminous Avenger X2. Switch over from Azure Striker, Luminous Avenger. Luminous Avenger X2. Out in stores now. You can buy this now.
Them PlayStation. It's on that Switch. It's on them Xboxes.
On all
on
those
that
platforms.
Steam.
All those
All
platforms.
the places. All the kinds.
That's right. So if you're, a little less familiar with the series, Luminous Avenger X stars Copen, Gunvolt's rival.
Kind of like the anti-hero of the series.
Absolutely, he's an anti-hero. He's an anti-Gunvolt in just about every...
anti-Gunvolt. He is very anti-Gunvolt. That's certainly one way of putting it.
Anti-Gunvolt in many ways, for sure. He was a playable character in Gunvolt 2.
Yes.
Who was, quite loved by fans, I think.
Enough to get 2 of his own games, so yeah, I would reckon so, yeah.
Yeah. And so, just a little quick intro to X2, which you can get today even. We want to show you a little bit of a trailer. So, if you would, please. Roll the footage.
Break into the new apex of 2D action. Switch your power into overdrive with the brake shift.
Nova, limiters off.
The Luminous Avenger X Copen is back. The new Razor Wheel delivers unmatched destructive power to complement Copen's high-speed maneuverability. Rip through hordes of enemies in brake shift mode to activate overdrive. In overdrive, your bullet shift mode is capable of intense combat at breakneck speed. The Muse of Hope Lola is powered up with more charm than ever. She replicates the attacks of defeated bosses and supports you in combat with EX weapons. With the help of a new partner, No, will Copen be able to return to his home world.
sure the data is all there. I'll do my best to help you find it.
Armageddon Ray! I'm gonna roast you.
Stinger Torrent! Hope you have an umbrella.
Obliteration blast! This is it for you! Final operation!
Cricket stasis! Freeze!
Quick meteor burst! Dance like falling stars.
What lies in wait in a parallel world where only robots exist? Luminous Avenger X2. Available January 27th, 2022. INTI Creates.
Boom.
Boom. There you go. Yeah, so that's an explosive trailer for Luminous Avenger X2, which is in the parallel sort of extended universe.
Where only robots exist.
Right. So it's a parallel world from an alternate Gunvolt universe. It's a little complicated, but you know, if you play the games, you probably get it.
Yeah,
probably. But this actually works pretty well because, you know, it starts with our hero Copen sent to a parallel world where only robots exist. And so you kind of actually get a fresh start. So it's a good one to even jump in and get your toes wet if you wanted to get a taste for the series.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it stands alone, I think.
Like it's definitely something like GV Gunvolt Chronicles Luminous Avenger X2 is definitely something, even though it's the second game, it's something you can still jump into and enjoy, even if you're not familiar with all the stuff before, even if you're not like a Gunvolt expert.
Yeah, I like the X series. It does stand alone in a way. You know, I think there's always fun stuff for fans of the series, but you know, why do I have to talk about it? Why am I here to talk about it? The game's out. Let's show you Gunvolt.
Yes.
Or X2.
That X2. Let's switch on over back to the Switch.
Switch to the Switch.
Switch to the Switch. I love saying that so much. So we are here in the opening stage.
Yeah. We're gonna play some X2. This game is so much fun. You saw Kieran. He's like the quick and nimble type. Now in this one, Copen is the powerhouse man. He's got the razor wheel, as you see here, and he's got this recoil dash. Makes him kind of a bruiser when he's on the ground.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like, you know, because Copen has always been known for his high-flying gameplay, and then X2 kind of melds that together. You know, he can still fly high, he can still dash around and really get in the air, but he has so much more ground combat capability now than he ever did by a long shot.
For sure. You have the options in your gameplay. It's good to make use of everything you've got at your disposal, but parts like this, you know, it's hard to get there on the ground. You got air dash. Kieran can't do that. I think I've got the ability equipped from the new DLC. That's fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
We're gonna get in there with some razor time. Yeah, so... Oh, God. Okay. Got it. Yeah, so Copen, he's a high-flying and smash guy. Big nice boy. It's a 2D platformer just like the main series. And just kind of a little bit more attitude.
Yeah, I mean, 2D action games are kind of what INTI CREATES does.
Yeah,
it's kind of their calling card.
Not so much of a surprise. Yeah, your basic gameplay is like... I need to turn this off. Just gonna... Sorry about that. I didn't realize that was equipped. Yeah, basically, you have your options to destroy enemies with your lock-on ability. If you dash into your enemy in the air, you get that handy-dandy lock-on, like you might have seen with Gunvolt earlier. Hoping just a little bit of a different beast. You can air dash up and down, you can bounce around. Yeah, the attack squirt. New thing that's not out yet. We've already talked about it. Well, we've already reviewed it. We can talk about it later, I guess. We got time. But yeah, no, it's always a joy to play stuff.
It really is. Like,
just like you get to use, you know, the ricochet off the wall. His bullet dash is really just
like just pinballing this token is just it's just so enjoyable.
Hold on a second. That was the right. Sorry, folks. It's the 1 a.m.
It is 1:30 in the morning.
1:30. Just, you know, all the Gunvolt 3 tension left my body, and now now I'm here trying to get back to X.
Yeah, you got this, man. I saw someone in chat mention Galgun, which I should note.
Yeah.
Galgun Double Piece got a Switch port that came out just 2 weeks ago.
That
the one to first break ground in the West.
Right. That was a watershed moment in gaming history.
That was a Matt Papa special right there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we have to thank for that one.
I have a lot of special. I have a very special place in my heart for Galgun Double Piece. Maybe because it's the biggest game I ever localized by myself, and the first game I ever produced, and it's completely my fault that game got released in the West.
Yeah, went on to create history.
I wonder if it was guarding the grave pillar.
Yeah,
Worker gatekeeper.
Yeah,
Left here to rust.
every time I hear them, it just. You know, for those of you who don't know, Luminous Avenger X2 here was the first INTI Creates self-published game to receive an English voiceover.
Yeah.
And which is something that you may be noticing, like this is one of the pride points of my time here, being able to not only finally get to do an English voiceover for one of the games, but the cast we put together for this game is just absolutely phenomenal. Oh, I will brag about that forever.
No, as you should. It's no small feat for
yeah, that was a lot of work, but it was
for a small, you know, a small English team in a small Japanese office to put together a day one dub for a game. No, it's not easy. It's not easy. Let me just a little bit more about X2.
Yeah,
you know,
tell the people.
One thing we pride in our games is being able to accommodate all skill levels and all energy levels. I would say, like,
even at 1:30 in the morning, when you're used to going to bed much earlier.
If you're a 2D platformer expert in the daytime, but when it gets to be 1:30, you're like, well, I just want to smash some bosses. I don't want to think about it too hard. We've got systems for you. So if you're getting beat up a little bit, we've got healing.
So that healing. You lose your score, or aka kudos.
Yeah, you lose your kudos.
Healing, but there is no limit to the amount of times you can use it. You use it as much or as little as you want.
Yeah. That's totally up to you. You just want to hear. You can just
sit there and use it over and over and over.
Hear Copen's
if that fits your fancy.
Partner Lola just say healing over and over.
Maybe just like hearing Cassandra say healing a lot
there
as Lola.
Right, that's totally up to you.
I mean, that's totally fair. She did an amazing job.
Yeah, and I think that's Gunvolt 3 is also going to have systems like that. It's got the pre-evasion is to avoid attacks.
Oh, absolutely.
Kidding gets that ability.
Yes, she does.
And you even have the option of whether you want to use it or not. Like, all those systems are, we like to leave that in the hands of the players.
Yeah, I mean, and again, that's been kind of like a staple of the Gunvolt franchise. Is like the game can be as hard as hard as you want it to be. Really,
absolutely.
So, like, that's really up to you. And I always love when players can choose their own thing.
Yeah. for sure. No, I like giving those options. I think is great. Love to see it. Do you want to give a stage a whirl?
I could do it. Yeah.
Bunch of board games.
Make sure you're good to go. Pass that over.
Yeah, just pick. You know.
Should
we visit our buddy Sea Dog VA?
Love it.
Connor Dog
Love
voice
it.
actor?
Always.
Should we go visit him? Let's go visit Connor.
Yeah, just take it nice and easy.
Yeah, like, you know, if you guys have questions about,
sure.
you know, Luminous Avenger X2, Gunvolt 3, INTI CREATES, pizza, I don't know, whatever. This is the time to do it. I mean, this is the man with the plan right here. He's got the.
That's right.
It's very fascinating.
He's got the answer.
Those keys are a top priority.
And now the producer man.
Must be around here.
Come at me. Oh, easy one. Thank you.
Yeah,
What's the price?
softball.
Oh,
You got a
thank you.
softball to start off. I love it.
What's the price of Gunvolt 3? That is $29.99 for the eShop download version. You can expect that July 28th, 2022. Happy to answer that question. Many other things we cannot comment about, such as a multi-platform release. No comment at this time.
It is confirmed.
Curse of the
Nintendo
Moon
Switch
2
at
sale.
this time.
No comment. Well, I don't know if we've ever talked about those.
What was it?
We're not necessarily. We like to, celebrate Curse of the Moon 2 sales. How are those? I don't know that we've ever had a public statement about that. So refrain.
The only one who can answer that is the man behind the curtain.
Yeah, right. Tell you what, Curse of the Moon 2 is a fun game. A very good game.
Oh, kidding me, man.
I can tell you that.
If you enjoy that, classic vampire slaying style action, my goodness.
Yeah, for sure. Will there be more hang-ins or similar events, even though Matt's at limited run games?
I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm here, right?
Oh, yeah, he's here. Still
here,
lives
right?
in the area for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, I ain't going
But
nowhere.
even without Matt, I think me as the, I guess the person who has to get out there and do it, I absolutely want to keep doing streams from INTI HQ in some form. Right now things are a little crazy, so you might have to wait a little bit longer for regular streams to return. But I absolutely want to do that for sure. Oh, another easy one. Will there be a physical edition for Gunvolt 3?
Yeah.
Limited run games.
Yes. As a representative of Limited Run Games, I'm happy that we, at Limited Run Games, will be producing a physical release for Azure Striker Gunvolt 3. Details TBD. We will get y'all all the goodies and information about that when it's ready, so definitely stay tuned for that. I think you guys are gonna like what we have cooking up, though.
Yeah.
We think she'll be happy.
Someone says they want more GV3, not X2. Well, I totally understand that.
I mean,
I don't blame
mood.
you at all. Yeah. I don't blame anyone for feeling
We're right
that
there
way.
with you, pal.
But yeah, I gave you, trust me, I gave you as much as I could.
Yeah.
We worked out every detail of that gameplay footage.
Let me ask you a question, friend. Have you ever faced the wrath and ire of a game director?
Yeah. Oh, I've made some mistakes in my
then maybe you won't understand why we stopped where we did.
Yes, I was had to be very careful, but we did it. We did it. We showed you a bit. Yeah, so that was like.
I think we gave y'all quite a tasty morsel to chew on.
Yeah.
Right?
Really, there's so much more. We're going to be excited to reveal. We really don't want to just put it all out there.
Yeah, if you get all the surprises right at the top for the games even out, then you got nothing to look forward to.
Right.
That's no fun.
For sure. BMZ3 have any updates? To comment at this time. I feel you there. I love watching that so much.
Yeah, there's another INTI CREATES series that if you haven't checked it out, what are you doing with your life? My goodness. As a masterful trilogy that we also at Limited Run had the pleasure to do physical releases of, and they are
sure.
I think honestly, and this isn't me just saying it's because I have had business cards with my name on it with both companies. But
Yeah.
I think
A little biased.
maybe just a little biased, but I honestly think the Blaster Master Zero Collector's Edition is one of the best limited run Collector's Editions they've ever done.
Oh, yeah. Oh, those are.
And there's some sick Collector's Editions,
Yeah,
let me tell you.
They really went all out with the Blaster. And with this, I love the music from Spiffy Spoon. Well, thank you so much. The music is actually, maybe I probably didn't sell it hard enough, but the music is a big part of Gunvolt's soul.
Oh, absolutely.
Each game has its own like set of vocal tracks that play when you're doing good, as you can see. Matt here is kicking butt and getting serenaded by Lola there. And Gunvolt 3, I can say, is coming with 7 new tracks. 7 new vocal tracks, at least 7. I don't know if that's an at least or if that's an absolute. That's the number that was in the press release.
Can't go wrong with at least.
Yes.
There will be no less than
no less than 7 new tracks. One of which you could hear in the gameplay footage. Briefly, I think I briefly got it during the boss fight. If Inti could revive another old game series, which would you love them to do? Oh, love that question. I feel like the answer is different every time. What is it this time? I would say...
You're the man now.
Yeah,
so.
right. I get to choose.
I mean, I can say Final Fantasy Tactics all I want, but it don't matter anymore.
Exactly. What can we do? Yeah. For me, I like to think of games that would like fit so square into wheelhouse.
Oh, I know. I'm just selfish.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you.
That's just pure personal desire there.
Yeah, like this Pulse Man, the old Game Freak game. Yeah, that would be a good fit. I'll leave that in Game Freak's court,
deep
though.
cut there. I like
they
it.
get that any moment they want. That's up to them.
All right, now here's the question: do we keep the Lola goodness going? Yeah, you know what? Heck with it.
You don't need to check. You got healing. Contra's a good one. Yeah, Inti doing a run and gun would be. I'd love to see that.
Well, it's Connor Dog voice actor.
Dulcet tones.
Why not treat the dead with some respect? Keep it down a little.
We have no intention.
I love that line. Oh, Rocket Knight Adventures.
Oh, wow, that is a game I haven't heard in a minute.
Yeah, that would be a really good one too. Good action focus.
My mission is to
I think like the
Konami 2D franchise.
Oh, I got it.
Russian.
I got it. Remake of Yo-Noid for NES.
Yo-Noid. Yo-Noid with a cool spot.
Chester Cheeto game.
Totally forgot about that one.
That exists.
That's
a thing that exists.
Right?
Yeah, the Yo-Noid game's actually not too shabby. It's actually a good, decent game.
Yeah.
The Japanese version was like something totally not like Domino's Pizza.
Yeah. Right. Journey to Sirius. Yeah. How about Atlantis Monado?
Oh man! Can you imagine getting an official English version of Atlantis Monado?
Oh, that would be dope.
For like the 5 people who know what game we're talking about.
Yeah, that would be. You just go suffer.
Just suffering. What the heck? You keep that Lola goodness going for as long as you can, fam.
Yeah. Getting close.
Getting a little too frisky though.
How can you avoid the Armageddon ray?
I'm gonna try. He says as he gets hit by it immediately.
Oh, no, you're on the wrong side.
Alright, sorry Lola, it's been fun, but...
I guess you know Chosen, yeah.
Yes, that's it. I can keep going. Dodge this.
Okay, Connor, I will. I mean, Dave Clayton, sorry.
Not sure if this is asked before, but are there any plans for a collector edition of Gunvolt 3 in the West?
Well, we are doing a limited run, are doing a physical release, but we will. I will save the details for a later date. So just all I can confirm for you right now is that it's happening. Physical release is happening. Yay. But as for the details, sorry, let me just waste you here real quick, buddy. Yeah, it's happening. We will have the details for you guys at a later date. So all I can suggest is that you stay tuned to the limited run socials and stuff when we make the formal announcement. But we want to give you guys a heads up. I would, right? Yeah. I would. Absolutely would. Good job, Matt. You're real good at this game.
I love the classic put the controller down and you haven't won yet.
Put the controller down, start talking to chat, and I'm just like, worried.
The premature pop off. Yeah, the eyebrows.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, the bisection is so cool.
Oh, yeah, it's a classic right there. In the days of Mega Man Zero up until now, baby.
Yeah.
Classic.
Wow, yeah.
Classic.
Gosh, Mega Man Zero. I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Well, we didn't get to play it when we were doing Hanging at INTI. Why don't you try a little demonic DLC?
Oh, it would be my pleasure. To, are we good on time? How are we on time?
Yeah, we got. I think we got enough time for just about that. One more little boss fight.
Because this was extra special for me, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to see you do. This.
You know this,
for
right?
sure, for sure.
So as y'all know, because Andrew told you about it, we. Well, they, I should say, have been releasing, force a habit, been releasing DLC boss battles for Luminous Avenger X2.
We'll crossover ones with different franchises.
Yeah, we got Kohaku Otori from
Kogan Sword of Rewind.
Thank you. We have Yan Yumo from Dust Diver 2, which y'all saw in the NGPX trailer.
Yeah, right?
Dope.
Very cool.
And then some famous INTI faces. Got the Blaster Master himself, Mr. Jason Frudnick.
It's a really cool fight. Really
INTI Creates best girl, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Corona from the Galgun series. And of course,
you saw plenty of today.
Kiden herself. But yeah, we never got to. You got to taste the Kiden on the stream.
Yeah, and that one's not out yet. We'd love to give you a little taste, but I think today, something a little bit more.
I mean, they've had quite a fill of Kiden today.
For sure.
I mean, it'd be my honor to wrap up the stream.
Yeah, this is what I want to see. I want to see the Corona boss fight.
Like I said, Galgun holds a very special place in my heart, and Corona is my absolute favorite INTI Creates girl. Of all the characters, she's my favorite. She's my girl. She's my number one.
You guys tell us, are there other games in development? Good try.
Yeah, A for effort. But.
Give us a hint. Yeah. I don't know.
And I like giving Corona an English voice. Like,
that's just
let me tell you what, Michelle Marie, who did the voice for Corona, absolutely, I agonized over how we wanted to do this.
Yeah.
Because I said, she's my favorite INTI girl. Like, I had to do her justice.
Are you?
And Michelle absolutely.
Did you get sucked into this world like we did?
Me? Human? I'm 100% pure demon. Hey you! You're annoying the hell out of me. I'm already here, and I got time to pull one hell of a prank before I fix this up. My wicked prank.
So wild. It's just like here, it's just like she's always just spoken like this, right?
Get that. I should probably look at the live feed.
Yeah,
not the stream feed.
The one that's not laggy. Classic music too. Yeah, once again, Galgun Double Piece just released
dropped on Switch.
Nintendo Switch.
You can now play all 3 Galgun games on Switch.
As we like to say, the Horny Trinity.
The Horny Trinity, as it were.
I'm a little distracted by all the The Corona. That pattern looks familiar.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about.
No one in this company knows what you're talking about.
No! Not a chance in hell. I haven't lost a step.
Yeah. You can only play Galgun if you are 16 and 17 years old, no more or less. Yeah, that's how it feels sometimes.
Guess I broke whatever rule that is.
Yeah.
Well, can you order that to produce Galgun and localize
your
Galgun?
inner 16 or 17 year old, I think, is the key.
I mean, if you take Galgun seriously, that's your first mistake.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you're 16, you take it seriously. If you're 17, you take it.
16-year-old me would have absolutely taken it seriously.
I love it. So good.
So good. Oh, I love it so much. Ow. Ow. There's no chump either. Like, try doing this without healing. I encourage you.
Yeah, right. Well, that little devil attack she's got there. That's a hard one. Hyping of the Galgun. Oh man.
Now you're talking. Dropping the good ideas.
Can you hook a keyboard up to a Switch?
You need like the GameCube controller that was just like keyboard stuck in the middle for the Switch. You need that.
For sure.
Alright, sorry Corona. We have to,
Got it.
Maybe not. I'm not gonna make that mistake again.
I don't know, that's cutting it close.
We're gonna try though. We're gonna try.
Okay, there you go.
100 voice equipment is a good fit. It's a great fit. You did an awesome job as Scopen.
Yeah, no. Super impressive. Ah, I got her.
Sorry, Corona. You're the best.
Good sound effects, too. Oh, love it. So good.
And there's so many more of those. Like the boss.
Yeah,
there's
so much love in those.
And if you wanna do those without using healing and get those sweet scores, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. Just
For sure, that's definitely it's a challenge.
That is no walk in the park. Put it that way.
For sure. Alright, so that was Luminous Avenger X2 with a bit of the DLC as well. That's available on Nintendo Switch, Xbox One and Series S, X, PS4, PS5, PC, Steam. I think that's it. Normally
all of them
for $24.99, but I believe it's on sale on several of those platforms right now.
Could it be? Could it be? Perhaps a INTI series sale, maybe?
And it's not the only one. You're right. We have a series sale going on to celebrate the release of, or not the release, the announcement of the release date for Gunvolt 3. So you can get caught up.
Yeah.
Complete that collection.
If you like what you saw,
if you like it, well, we got a deal.
You can open every single Gunvolt game.
Yeah. Easily.
Boom. Right there. Switch, PlayStation, Steam, it's all there, ready to go. Like,
for quite a while too.
And they're such good games. I mean, like, you can get like a venti frappuccino, or like,
or or
maybe like a gallon of gas right now,
or like, I think X is like $7.50, $7.49, I think on.
Is it half off?
X1?
X1's half off. Yeah, it's $7.50. $7.50, people.
Come on. It's so much fun.
Do you need that Venti Caramel Frappuccino Double Shot Espresso or Luminous Avenger X? You tell me.
Right? Come on. Easy choice.
Easy peasy.
But yeah, you can check those out on those platforms. I believe Steam should have gone up. It's kind of a NGPX. There should be an NGPX event
sale, yes. So that should be live now.
So you can check out that and other INTI games as well while there. Switch will be up shortly.
Yes,
I believe, on that sale. So yeah, check that out. And we hope you enjoyed this, and we hope you enjoyed the entire NGPX.
It was nice being back.
Yeah,
back
right?
in the seat. It's like I never left.
I know this is a usual, not a usual, but like a common enough thing for you to be up late at night.
Oh yeah, I'm a night owl. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I just mean like in the producer role, you come out here. So, you would come out here every once in a while. And sometimes be up late, watching the game.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
This is my
welcome to the life, man.
Yeah, this is my first time in the producer chair.
Welcome to the life, my dude. Yep.
At 2 in the morning.
Yep.
I try to avoid being the night owl. I tell you what, I go to bed at 9.
One of us.
I go to bed at 9.
One of us.
So I'm up late. I'm up ultra late. So apologies if I was a little incoherent at times.
No, you're good, man.
I think
the fine folks watching the stream can forgive 2 dudes streaming from Japan at 2 in the morning if they are not perfect.
Yeah, so we're very thankful for
Please
NGPX.
forgive.
Very thankful for NGPX for giving us this opportunity and for giving us the top slot.
Yes,
so
NGPX,
we don't have to be here
like
at 4.
the folks. Let me just say, the folks who run NGPX, such awesome, super supportive people. Like the team over at NIS, absolutely crushing it with these. They've been on the ball, absolutely fantastic to work with from the very first event through now. So definitely keep giving this event some love because it's really good.
Absolutely. So we love all of you out there for coming out and watching our stream, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the night. Rest of the day.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of good streams coming up. So yeah, stick around. We got some great devs, and yeah, thanks a lot, guys. See you again. Good night.
Take it
Good
easy.
day.
Bye. Nice one.